You ever imagine walking into the most powerful meeting on earth and realizing someone inside the room wants you dead? Because that's exactly what happens at the G20, and trust me, by the time this story ends, nobody walks out the same, so listen closely, because this one starts quiet. But it does not stay that way. We open with a massive, high-security summit. World leaders flying in from everywhere, presidents, prime ministers, economic giants, all gathering for one thing: control. Control over money, power, and the future of the world economy. At the center of it all is President Danielle Sutton. Calm, sharp, and used to pressure. She's not just there to smile for cameras. She's there to push a controversial financial reform that could shift global power overnight. Standing beside her is her trusted aide, Agent Cole Harris. The kind of guy who doesn't talk much, but sees everything. And you can already tell, he doesn't trust this place, and honestly, neither should you. Because from the very beginning, something feels off. Security is tight, tighter than usual. Every hallway is guarded, every conversation monitored. And yet, somehow, things keep slipping through. Small things at first: a delayed security scan, a missing staff member, a glitch in surveillance. Nothing big enough to stop the summit, but just enough to make you uneasy. And that uneasiness, it grows. Because while world leaders sit in luxury discussing billions, there's another conversation happening. Hidden, quiet, dangerous. We're introduced to Marcus Vale, a former intelligence officer turned shadow operator. Cold, calculated, and always 10 steps ahead. He's not here for politics. He's here for something much bigger, something personal. And as the summit officially begins, Marcus puts his plan into motion. At first, it looks like nothing: a power fluctuation. Lights flicker, people laugh it off. But then, the doors lock, phones go dead, security systems shut down all at once, and just like that, the most powerful people in the world are trapped. Panic starts to spread. Voices rise. Guards scramble. But it's already too late, because Marcus isn't outside trying to break in, he's already inside, and worse. He's not alone. Suddenly, armed operatives appear from places no one expected, posing as staff, security, even aides. It's a full infiltration. Planned perfectly. President Sutton is rushed into a secure room by Agent Cole. But even he realizes something terrifying: the system they're relying on has been compromised from within. This wasn't a breach. It was a setup, and now, every leader in that building is a hostage. Marcus takes control of the main hall, calm, almost relaxed, like he's been waiting for this moment his whole life. He doesn't shout, he doesn't rush, he simply announces that the summit is no longer about economics, it's about truth and revenge. At first, nobody understands what he wants, but then he starts calling people out, one by one, exposing hidden deals, secret agreements, corruption buried deep within global systems. And suddenly, this isn't just a hostage situation. It's a reckoning. President Sutton listens carefully, because unlike the others, she starts to connect the dots. Marcus isn't just angry, he's targeting specific people, and that means there's a reason. Meanwhile, Marcus reveals the next phase of his plan. He's rigged the building, not to explode, but to lock down completely. No one in, no one out, and every hour, he releases more classified information, shaking trust between nations, turning allies against each other. Inside the room, leaders begin to argue, accuse, panic, and that's exactly what Marcus wants. Because chaos is his weapon, President Sutton refuses to break. She steps forward, confronting Marcus directly, challenging his narrative, trying to regain control, and for a moment, it almost works. But Marcus smiles, because he knows something she doesn't. One of her own people is working with him, and just like that, the room freezes, trust shatters instantly, no one knows who to believe. Meanwhile, Cole uncovers something even worse. The betrayal goes deeper than they thought. This wasn't just an inside job, it was a coordinated collapse, multiple operatives, planted long before the summit even began. And now, time is running out. Cole and Elena piece together Marcus's true objective. He's not just exposing corruption, he's planning to manipulate the financial systems in real time. Using access from insiders represent everything he's doing. It's revenge. But revenge. Sutton steps in, forcing a moment, forcing Marcus to see what he's really doing. Not justice, but destruction. And for the first time, he hesitates. That hesitation is enough. Marcus is stopped, the system is shut down, and slowly, the chaos begins to settle. The leaders walk out, shaken, exposed, changed. The world doesn't end, but it comes dangerously close. And as President Sutton stands outside, facing cameras, facing the truth, you can see it in her eyes. Nothing will ever be the same again, because sometimes, the biggest threat isn't outside the room, it's already sitting at the table. And once it reveals itself, there's no going back.